Well, I'm super excited about the Chinese tech sector, obviously. Some of the areas that I think are going to be fabulous are education and healthcare. I think those two categories for many years have been influenced by the government funding, but the private sector, I think, is having a chance now, and market forces are having a chance to influence these categories, provide value to consumers, to the ecosystem, to society, and there's a bunch of startups we're looking at in both categories, and it's just amazing and exciting. Yeah, well, I'm a direct beneficiary since I'm one of the first investors in one of the biggest live streaming platforms in China called UpLive. And as opposed to the Western companies copying us, we said, let's just go to the West ourselves. And so we've opened up offices in 15 countries. We're in the Middle East, North Asia, South Asia, Europe. We're just going everywhere, trying to take advantage of that. But yeah, I think the media category is fabulous, whether it's news aggregators, reverse search, predictive analytics related to the content that one should consume, live video, recorded video, online games, all sorts of entertainment that way as well. And one area that maybe hasn't been focused on enough is something we like to call vertical media, or like industry media. And I think more and more we'll see trade media opportunities emerge, whether it's in tech, which is already well established, but in maybe healthcare, industry, and all sorts of verticals like that. And I think that's a fabulous place to be thinking about. And as you know from my bio, I used to work for the News Corporation, Disney, and so it's media is near and dear to my heart. Well, I think VR, AR, MR, mixed reality, right, or whatever reality, or WR, whatever reality, right? Yeah, hey, we've seen some great companies. We've seen telemedicine concepts already emerge using VR as the interface for education. In fact, I think today the number one application for VR is education, and specifically within medicine. Um, and, and will it emerge in China over other countries? Well, who cares if it does or it doesn't? But we certainly see a need in China. The medical infrastructure is underdeveloped. It needs more investment, and maybe there's some leapfrog opportunities to create massive efficiencies through VR and AR or WR, whatever it is. And so I'm excited about that. And obviously everyone's seen the Alibaba demos on how you can buy products now with your VR headset, and that's cool too and interesting. Let's give kudos to everyone for trying different things. But maybe education is going to be an area first and foremost. And maybe secondly, of course, entertainment-related stuff. That tends to, be one of the first categories to take advantage of new platforms, such as whatever reality. I think education will continue to grow, especially K-12 private. And ancillary services kind of related to that. I think that's the largest and fastest growing category within the education market. Per capita spending on education in China is still extremely low. And secondly, private consumption of education products surprisingly is low compared to other markets. And so we think those two macro trends are going to they're going to increase. So the shares is going to increase on both of those, and I think we'll see all sorts of amazing products emerge. Some of those will take advantage of some of the trends in AI and machine learning, and some will be related to HCI or human computer interfaces, and how maybe there's new ways for we as human beings to kind of interact with computers and technology for education purposes. Machine vision, I think, will have a big say in that as well. And so we're excited about education, and we're excited about how some of these new emerging trends in technology will have an impact on that. And then lastly, we're excited about the fact that Chinese culture naturally values education, is willing to spend more on it, and as society gets richer and there's more discretionary income to spend on this sort of stuff, it's just going to bode well, and so we think it's a triple A opportunity.